About a month or so ago, I went in and I played a game I never thought I'd ever play, Fallout 76. I have a love-hate relationship with that game of joy and oh my gods, and is this really here? And should they have done that? All these little sprinkled moments throughout the game that made me wonder, what is it with Fallout 76 that there is such a love-hate relationship with this game amongst the community? What's going on, you guys? It's your Huggable Hipster here and welcome back to my channel. We're going to be talking about some Fallout 76 today. I have such a love-hate relationship with that game. I only played it for, what, a couple of hours? How long did I play that game for? I played that game for 71 minutes, only a little over an hour. It was probably because of the bugs. Most likely because of the bugs I was experiencing. It would keep stalling on me. I actually really enjoyed my time with Fallout 76 for what I could experience of it. And I went back in actually to try to see like what I could finagle, how I could MacGyver certain things, and it would still freeze at certain points. There are certain things and certain different qualities about the game that I feel as if are such a treat, and I want to be able to go further into it, maybe recustomize some settings and then do another episode of it, because I feel like Bethesda has a really great talent for creating games that are meaningful for players. But whenever it comes to Fallout, they have this, on the plus side, this talent of creating games, the Fallout games, that have a meaningful substance for players to latch onto. Whether it be the story, whether it be the atmosphere, the music, which the atmosphere and the music are by far my favorite parts about Fallout games. And this is coming from someone who really isn't that big of a fan of Fallout. Just sounds kind of strange because there's a vaulty boy right behind me. He's gonna kill me, isn't he? I really loved Fallout New Vegas, and I thought that that game had so much charm, it had so much character, it had so much substance to it that I never would have thought that game would have had. I love Fallout 76 because of the massive areas you can explore, the music, the ambiance. There's so much to it that I feel like every player, there's no way you could untap how much substance is in that game. There's so many things that make the world of Fallout 76 very unique. There's a strong sense of a story going into the game. I remember first hearing the intercom messages, seeing the notes on the computer. There is a strong story sense, which I really vibe with. I really enjoy the fact that they made a strong story presence. Whenever it comes to NPCs and characters that you see who are actual people who are in the game, there is no balance between a lot of NPCs and a lot of people. There are more people who are players than there are NPCs from what I've noticed. And that's something I feel like that's something that takes away the genuine aspect of Fallout. It's something of where when you see a game that is primarily story, let's say for example you see The Evil Within, right? And then they turn that into what Fallout is. Disingenuous, right? It seems disingenuous to the plotline to turn something that wasn't multiplayer originally into something that's multiplayer. It's the same with Fallout, not having a lot of NPCs and just having players to discuss things with. I get the point, but also it's not what made Fallout Fallout. My time with Fallout 76 might have been brief, and I'll go back into it, but from what I played so far and witnessing the abundance of people who love it and the abundance of people who hate it, there's no in between. You can't love it or you can't hate it. It's kind of like the karma system, you know, you're either good or you're either bad. But you guys see what I mean, you know, there has to be this fine balance that comes into play. There has to be some sort of, I don't know, just nice equilibrium that you can greet a game with, of where you can both criticize it and you can love it at the same time. I feel like with Fallout 76, a lot of the fans are very, what's the best way to put it? Some Fallout fans are very chaotic. Some are very peaceful. They don't have the +5 rads, which is great. And then there are some fans of Fallout like myself. I would consider myself a fan because I see the direction that Fallout went in and I see the progress that it made. And, while it isn't escaped from criticism or any sort of critique, I still see why people love it so much. You can't have Fallout without really unique, vibrant, complex NPCs that make the world what it is. And real players don't have those complexities. I'm sorry, just because you're a human doesn't mean you can a complex NPC that has great writing styles, you know, like that just doesn't happen. You know, and real people aren't going to speak the way NPCs speak. So it's going to be different, obviously, because a real player is possibly looking for loot. It's not looking to interact with another player, you know, so there are different variants that go into this as well. And the reason why a lot of people don't like Fallout 76 is because it's built on an already outdated engine. That's probably the main reason why people don't like it. It was built on the same engine that Fallout 4 was built on. So I feel as if that's a justified reason. Does it deserve its criticisms in certain aspects? Yes, absolutely. Wholeheartedly, it does. I mean, as usual with Bethesda games, the fans were left to correct the messes that Bethesda left. Okay? Because I feel as if Bethesda at some point is going to have to work on the already crumbling foundation that Fallout was built upon when it came to the third game. Because the first and second, I hear really no complaints about. If we're going to be honest here, let's be honest all the way. I really don't hear any complaints about the first and second game. When it comes to the third game, that's when things started to get messy. That's when things started to get really heated amongst the fan base. That's whenever things started to change up. Bugs became more apparent. The fans started doing modifications and things to fix the game, which, by the way, shout out to the mods who are constantly working on and improving all the Fallout games across the boards. You guys are incredible. You guys are heroes in the gaming industry. When it came to Fallout 76, fans, moderators, people who just love the game in general created modifications for the game so it could just run properly. Once you start fixing the foundation, once you fix what's crumbling, then things organically will start to come together. Things will be more cohesive. And, you know, when it comes to the mods, when it comes to people who are tirelessly working on things to help fix these games, which, by the way, these guys are the heroes of the Fallout community, it'll be a bit easier on them as well because they won't have to fix a company's problems. But you guys, that was today's video. I hope you all enjoyed this discussion. I hope you guys got something out of it. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys excited for Starfield? Are you guys looking forward to playing any certain Fallout games that you might not have yet? I know I'm excited for Fallout 4. I'm excited to be able to dive into that game after Final Fantasy 16. But with that being said, if you all like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe and hit that bell down below. I make videos every day here on YouTube. May you find your worth in the waking world, your hunter. Stay casually nerdy, and I will see you all in the next video. Umbasa.